Hey, welcome to the Luz Lumiere channel. What money season is coming your way? Or what money season is coming your way? And then also, I want to see what your guidance is given that money season. Um, yes, yes, that's what we're doing. Sometimes I don't know until I open the video too. So welcome to the Luz Lumiere channel. Mm, mm. I just need to lubricate my throat, so I will be drinking in the background. Have you picked a card yet, by the way? It's 1, 4, 5, and 7. 5, 7, 4, and 1. 7, 6. 7, 5, 1, 5. Wow. 7, 1, 4, 5. Have you picked one? The timestamps are going to be in the description box unless... No, the timestamps are going to be in the description box. Yeah. So again, it's going to be what money season is coming your way, and then I'm going to ask for guidance. I'm going to do things a little bit differently from how I've done them before on the channel, I think. If you are into how I read, please check out the rest of my videos, and then you can subscribe to see if I'm someone who you want to subscribe to. Otherwise, I will see you in the comments, and like the video if it does serve you, because it may serve someone else. Okay? Thank you so much for that, and who are we starting with first? I really would start with 7. Come here, my little babies. Oh, why don't we dress the number up a little bit, right? Something fancy. Something fancy. Oh, kill him. Oh, get him. Hey, ow. Hey, 7. How you doing, honey? I like them girls. I like to do. I don't know how the legs go. You are a very special person if you understood that reference. Okay. If you didn't, don't even worry about it. May I please know, oddly, 2222, the season, the money season that 7 is. That this 7, not the 7 in my mind, please and thank you, is what season is coming towards 7? What money season is coming towards 7, please? I like them girls. I like them girls. I like them girls that's hard to get. Alright. And coyness. Interesting. So, the card that comes out is Ogo Mirar. Interesting. This tells me one of, obviously, of like watching and waiting. Almost a waiting. But what actually draws my attention most is this little young boy here who's looking at this lady's fanny. It's almost like a season of admiring other people and what's going on with them and how you want what they have. Or maybe seeing, in the same essence of seeing people where you're at, seeing people where you're going, maybe even a surprise of seeing that what you want is possible, in terms that maybe you have an idea, maybe you have a certain inkling, you have a thought, you have a dream, you have a wish that seems far-fetched, that seems too good to be true, that seems like you maybe got some downloads, some spiritual downloads of an idea, you got an inspired action, something like that, and then you going to, like, he has this bird, he has this nest here, right? He's being a good little boy, probably just hit puberty in this moment. What dreams ensue, and that's actually a good thing. It is, but even in this realm of this season that's coming towards you, it's, you found an idea, which is beautifully represented by these eggs here, and you're going for it. You're carrying your dream in your hand, this sort of pentacle in your hand, and you're going towards it. You're a little baby, and then you see that there are giants. There are people in that field and there are people executing that idea. And you may get a little intimidated, but I feel like you probably get even aroused, hence the wet dreams ensuing. You get intimidated. There is some sense of intimidation, some sense of, am I good enough? The usual players that come along. But then there's also a sense of arousal, a sense of, ooh, this is possible, this is exciting. This is maybe even going to conferences for some people. This is meeting people who are doing what you want to do, or even meeting people who aren't necessarily doing what you want to do, but doing something so far-fetched. And when I say far-fetched, I mean so outside your norm and your realm of possibility that you didn't know it existed, right? You didn't know that people could do that, and that inspires you. It arouses your desire that's been latent, but not so latent. Your desire that's been more in an innocent stage, where you have an idea and you're like, woo, 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 and maybe you're not, maybe you're amongst, I don't mean to say this negatively, but maybe you're amongst, you're not, let me say this in the way that I want to say it. You're not you realize that there are eagles, and the ideas or the vicinity you've been hanging around with is more so not eagles. I would say it that way. You realize that there are eagles out there, and you can be an eagle, but you're definitely not an eagle yet. So what you see, what you encounter, what's coming your way is something that's going to arouse you, something that you'll see that will awaken your inner dreams, like your inner kind of something that's going to help with, I believe it is going to help if you allow it to help. Your financial status, your money. But this is telling me that this little boy is gonna go home and have multiple, like he has now crossed the threshold and become a man. I think it was in one of my other readings where I was talking about how becoming a man and becoming a woman, biologically, it's typically around the puberty. But really, when we become men and when we become women, it's more of a choice that we're stepping into. The society may look at you as a man or a woman, but there's a certain moment or several moments in our lives where we say, I'm a woman, I'm a man, and da-da-da-da-da-da. It's like a claim to sovereignty, claim of who you are. So, in any case, here, something has been ignited, something's been switched on for you in this season, or something will be switched on for you in this season. If you're currently in the season, what? Don't be passive. That's what I'm getting here. It's for too long. I'm sensing there are going to be sort of downloads coming. Oh shit, bitch, this is number 7 too. Did I realize that? No, I did not. I'm looking at the card through the lens that I'm watching this, and I didn't even see, like, anyway. A season of arousal is coming, or a season of arousal is upon you, and you'll be having wet dreams, so to speak. These ideas coming fast and furious towards you. Have a pen and paper next to you. Have something with you. This is, I keep wanting to say this is passive, but it's also not so passive. Just because this came out in the reverse, but it does not want me to hold it in the reverse. This deck is going to be very interesting for me to use. It's actually a love deck, and I seem to have a gift for using, I think it's just the way I was raised the way my higher self raised me in my spiritual growth. Even though love is like my backbone and love is what I do, a lot of what I do for it, I know how to read love cards in non-love ways. So, stay tuned. In any case, I'm sensing a passivity with this, and I'm not sure. We'll see what your guidance is, but I'm feeling like either in the beginning, it's going to be you just being passive, you watching. 7 of Cups, someone stunned by the choices, someone stunned by all the options, someone stunned by this giant in front of them, this arousal, this tantalizing, scintillating thing in front of them, but also intimidated, someone having multitude of wet dreams, someone, a sense of themselves being sparked, entering into a certain new phase, and that kind of being something that, whoa, freaks out the person in a way that like they're frozen, where they're like, I just need some time. So a sense of like passivity and non-action. But what I'm not sure is there is also some action here, but it's almost like I'm hitting a wall. Like I need to definitely move forward in this message, but I'm feeling like this is it. And the next thing I'm gonna have to pull on is your guidance in this time, in this season, because a part of it could be you being stunned and rendered immobile, and that could be the essence. That could be actually the phase that. Like that could be the gift of the phase, to telling you to just watch, right? Telling you to watch and plan in the background. Telling you to watch and let the ideas come to you. Let your body do what it needs to do. Move in divine inspiration. Because this move is divine inspiration. This little boy is just walking around, takes the bird's nest to put it back, and he happenstances upon this giant, this creature that arouses the next stage of his life. So I feel like that's something that's happening, that's coming your way with you if it's not already happened or been happening. But then there is also some sense of immobility, some sort of whoa here. I just don't know if that's, I think it's everything really. It's still essential in that you may be rendered immobile due to your fears cropping up, but then you also may be rendered immobile because it's the time for you to watch anyway. So there seems like a sense of immobility here, but it's also a sense of like background mobility where, you don't see a pot boiling until it reaches that degree and it just switches like that. But otherwise it is heating up the whole time. So this is like an immobility. It's just kind of there. The water's not doing anything. Stop reading my palm. I feel like people are reading my palms. Oh my God. Or it's just a sense of this like mobility. I'm so paranoid. Because I can tell you my sun sign, and that's one thing. But if I show you my palms, I'm like, look at my hand, look at my future. Anyway, if you read it, comment below what my thing is. It's still bubbling. It's still, things are happening in the water. If you touch it, it's hot, but it doesn't look like anything because it's not bubbling. It's not steaming profusely. It's low key. So let's look at what your guidance is. That's very fucking interesting, because even here with the 6, I think I mentioned earlier, coyness is at the bottom of your deck. I should probably read 7 also, but it seems like at this point you may be in this little phase, this coy, sort of blushful, flirting with the world. So you may have been having wet dreams prior to this situation. You may be having these sort of hits, these sort of becoming a man type hits. You know what I'm saying, ladies. As a lady, like, please, translate this for yourself. Like, you may be having these ideas, these thoughts, these wishes, these dreams, these pangs, and then you see a giant, and you find your way over there by happenstance, when really your ass found a reason to go over there, and it was a divinely kind of planned thing where you wanted to go over there, and then you were in that situation, and you're just like, whoa, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, too big for my britches, too big for my britches. But you made it happen. So I feel like you are moving towards this. Let's see. I don't really want to read the book on that one. I feel like that was a pretty... Thanks for that. Because I have actually read this one before. I haven't fully bonded with this deck in the way that I do with my other decks. Like, we haven't done our, thing that I do with my decks. But this deck is like, look, you've been flirting with me for days. We know what this is. Can we just become official already? So I'm like, all right. Okay. No. It has nothing for me. How do we proceed? How do we proceed? How do I proceed? Here. Who? I mean, I really was not gonna do this, okay? But this guy's been trying to talk to me for, excuse me. Excuse my burp. Okay. This guy's been trying to talk to me for like ages, and I don't want to introduce them on the channel yet, but it seems like the more I introduce him to the channel, the more we connect. So, I mean, I guess we can do this. This deck was a gift. So I suppose this is the first time ever on the channel. What? Using my two newest decks. But they've come in, this deck has come in quite clutch. I wonder if we'll get a 7. That'll be so dope. So thank you to a beautiful member and subscriber, Gloria, for giving this deck to us to use. Got it as a birthday gift. From Amazon. The link is in the description if you're so moved to get something for yours truly or for the channel. It renders me helpless, like it renders me speechless, but yeah. Hey, may I please have, that's cute, be here now. May I please have an animal spirit to guide 7 through this season of money, please? That's headed their way. May I please have a spirit animal message for 7 to be guided through. I personally don't really connect with spirit animals. I connect with my one. That's because my spirit animal is a fucking beast. So, duh. But yeah, this deck and I are really becoming closer. This always happens with the deck. Every time we meet, I'm always like, are we gonna be okay? 7's like, can you fucking get it moving? Alright. Welcome to my channel. It's very friendly. It's like talking to a friend when I talk to you. Okay. You ready for your guidance? I think we've put 7 in here. Enough? Can you give me a card? Yeah. Spirit animal for 7's financial season, please. Guidance for 7's financial season, please. Okay, babe. Come through. Fox spirit came through, and that is 20 fucking 7, bitch. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Black Panther spirit, which is my spirit animal. So shit, look. Okay, look. Oh, it's so nice. It's like, Luz, I'm here, but don't, bond with my brethren. So we have Fox spirit here. Think on your feet. This is beautiful. You'll have to tune in to another video where I show you, let me not even, I'm going to show you what this looks like. Look at that. Fox spirit is gorgeous. Okay. Fox spirit is how you move forward. You double the fuck down. You speed the fuck up. This is from a 7 to 2 7s. Hey, shit. I love this. 7, if you hung in there with me, let's stick it out. Okay? So Fox spirit says, think on your feet. That's your action. You are gonna be with giants. What is this little bee gonna do when she notices that he been looking at her panties and just been staring the whole time? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna run? How is he going to charm her? Or whatever. Okay? How are you going to navigate this space with the giants? With these ideas that are coming your way? With these possible people and opportunities? In this money season? I don't know. Here's your guidance. Fox spirit. Be alert now. For Fox spirit has appeared, and you are meant to move swiftly. You gonna run, ain't you? Let this clever spirit draw out your creativity as you adjust to rapidly changing circumstances. with resilience, grace, and astuteness. Fox spirit helps you think on your feet, using your best judgment and wits to help you slip into a more advantageous situation. Now is not a time to hesitate, but a time for swift action of the mind, a time to think outside the box and notice the many ways in which you might make a move. Aware of your surroundings and always clear on what you deserve and wish to co-create. Trust that your cleverness, guided by Fox Spirit, will serve you well. All right, we have the answer. Remember how I was telling you about that passive and then something's bubbling? There is a call for you to look at your surroundings. There is a call for you to watch the giants. There's a call for you to almost study them, study your environment, study the season that you're coming in, study your ideas, study what you need to study. Look, Ogle, okay? Look at things, and it seems there may come a moment of action, or you may be feeling action. And in this action, your action will be guided by the information you've gathered. Your action will be guided by what you've seen. The action will be guided by the stimulus that you have assimilated inside you. Okay? I hope this helps you in some way. I wish you the best. I wish you the best of everything. I will see you in the comments. You can read the description box for information that you are curious about. Otherwise, I will see you in the comments. I do private readings. Just check the comments for that information. Alright, bye. Hey, number 5, the song that came into my head as soon as I picked number 5 was, 'cause every little thing she does is magic. Every little thing she does is, 'cause every little thing she does is magic. Alright, babe, so I'm going to be doing your money guidance, right? Or rather, what season of money is upon you? What season of money is coming your way? And what your guidance is given this season of money. Yeah? We will be using, I guess, as far as I know, both my new decks, they wanted to play. 2. Both my new decks wanted to play. And I will be obliging. I didn't think that they would be showing up this early in the game, especially the newest one, but they are eager AF to work with you. So, may I please have, may I please know, and let 5 know, please, what money season is upon 5, please? Yeah, what money season is coming towards 5? Thank you. 'Cause every little thing she does is magic. 'Cause every little thing she does is do. I don't know what that other word is. I cannot for the life of me think of it. 'Cause every little thing she does is magic. What season? Money season, please. Oof, baby. I have a gift. My higher self, my guidance, speaks to me through love. This is a love deck. Like, ain't nothing. This is a strictly love deck, okay? Like, love and romance. Ain't no, the romance angels will sneak in a little family issues here, a little financial here, a little childhood here. This is strictly grown stuff. This is strictly probably my intimate deck. However, I have this gift of reading intimacy decks, and just love decks in a very more than love way. So, more on that later, but the card that you got is Profer. My life. And this is an offer. Um, yep. Proposition, an offer, gift, giving. A season of propositions. A season of being looked at. A season of being given to. A season of being watched. A season of opportunities, some great, some not so great. And by that I mean some that are for you and others that are not for you. Some that are comfortable, some that are not comfortable. But they're all opportunities of a certain sort. I love liquids. I really do. Let's see. So this is good. I just, for some reason, this card always, it seems to carry like a certain, I don't know, a certain type of connotation for me. Let's look at what this is. Okay. Let's see. So some of these, that's the thing. Like some of these, from what I'm picking up, is some of these ideas, some of these opportunities that are coming towards you, whether it's extra shifts, okay? Whether it's extra shifts for work, whether it's working the holidays, whether it's doing a work thing as opposed to a family, home, personal thing. Whether it's, joining a new community, whether it's paying $5,000 for this program that you've been thinking about, whether it's sort of hiring a coach, whether it's hiring a mentor, whether it's partnering up with somebody. It's a season of propositions. It's a season of various ways truly to make money. It's just there may be some trade-off, and there may be some please tell me what's that word, some not short-sightedness, but like some some, I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles, but I'm seeing, it's like some, oh my god, what is the fucking word? Please help me. What is the word? It's like, it's about, okay, expecting promises. It's something that may not last long. I do feel some of them may last long. It's just dependent on how, like, if you take on a new role that gives you more money or more benefits or more money or more freedom, whatever your thing is, it may have some bitterness to it. It may have some bitterness to it. It may have some sweetness to it. So if you do this if you sign, a contract for a year or 6 months or, whatever, there may be, that's the thing I'm feeling, like it may be long term, but not long term as in forever, but it may have like long term effects that may be bitter, and some sweet. But to me it seems like there are a multitude, not a multitude necessarily. Who wants to play here? Who wants to come out and play right now? I don't know who wants to play. Do you want to play since you're out here? mean, it's kind of weird. Let's see. I feel like there's going to be certain opportunities, certain things that come your way in as it regards to money. Some good and some not so great. And you get to discern what those trade-offs are, because the not so great ones may have trade-offs. Even the great ones may have trade-offs, and that's, I think, what I'm picking up on, the fact that it's up to you. There seems like there's going to be some give and take. So for instance, people who quit their jobs and become entrepreneurs take it from someone who's there. Now, it can be your story. You get to decide how you want to do it, for sure. But the pipe dream they sell you with entrepreneurship is the freedom to do whatever. It's just the freedom to do whatever. You're mostly working a lot on your business, right? And the time that you think you would spend with your family and friends is you're working on your business. At least that's me, because I'm also a workaholic, right? And you may have to be really good about juggling your time. And if you do spend time with others, you're sort of in the back of your head thinking, oh, I could be, at home working on work. True story. If you are quitting entrepreneurship, or rather, taking up a second role in a more formal company as an employee, then, the trade-off is less time on your entrepreneurship, less time on your personal business. If you are, moving up, let's say you get an opportunity to switch businesses entirely, where you become higher up in a company or lower, but you get more money. It's, it's life. It's basically, it's life. It's opportunities that are not necessarily entirely golden, 100%, but they're human, right? Like they have their misgivings. This by no means means it's a bad season. There are opportunities here for you. You just have to be discerning on what's important to you and what you're willing to trade off. What your non-negotiables are, what your negotiables are, and at what point a non-negotiable becomes a negotiable, and at what point a non-negotiable becomes a negotiable, right? Okay, well, it's funny. The card that's spelled out is Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibility. Thanks for that, babes. So, I appreciate that. So, honey, I know that card is different. That was actually my birthday wish card to myself. And I feel like it's to say be open to certain experiences. Like sort of allow yourself to be teased, and if it is something that's going to be short-lived, enjoy it. Because with Starfish Spirit, it's like I would say resist jumping onto something because you think it's the only thing that's going to come your way. Okay, there seems to be like there's going to be more than one opportunities that come your way, and knowing, like the last thing I was saying before I freaked out is Starfish Spirit, because that's like my wish. Anyway, sorry. Before, right, was I was saying kind of deciding what your what is, right, where you sit with what, so you know what your negotiables are and your non-negotiables, etc., etc. Another thing could be there are finite possibilities, but I feel like yes and no. Like there are going to be a set number of opportunities that come your way, but also the message of Starfish Spirit is that, I'll read it. It says, when cynicism says no, Starfish Spirit says yes 1,000 times over. Are you willing to entertain new possibilities? Which is fucking hilarious because Profer is here. I was telling the previous card that I have a trouble connecting to this deck, but the more I play with it and use it with you all, and the more we just bond, the more we bond. So that's been really, really nice. Are you limiting your goals in order to be realistic and cutting yourself off from the power of dreaming big? Let go of your rigid beliefs and what is possible for you, and let Starfish Spirit inspire you to open your heart and your eyes to what Spirit has available to you. Now is the time to stretch beyond the familiar and unfurl yourself, for you are meant for more than you are imagining yourself. Spirit wants the best for you, and will support you in achieving whatever intention you hold dear. So every little thing she does is magic. I just remembered that's the song I was singing. Give yourself the opportunity. I feel like the moroseness in my voice, the concern and the not excitement that you may be hearing in my voice is, the one I'm hearing in my voice, is more so one of caution. And I'm not sure if I'm picking up on you or if I'm picking up on some of the less than stellar possibilities that may come your way. Be careful. I would not be careful in a whoa, but in a more so just be discerning. Okay, practice discernment in the opportunities that come your way, because there are gonna be. I want to say a multitude of opportunities, but like because I like hear it / see it in the back of my throat. It's weird. Don't ask. I see the word multitude and I hear the word multitude. It's like I hear it and see it in my mind's eyes and ears and throat. It's there, but then I'm restricted from saying that. So there may be something that maybe you're holding yourself back. Maybe you are in the season of opportunities and you're scared shitless. And not making a move one way or the other. So let's go ahead and just jump into your guidance here. What's the guidance for number 5 in this season of offers? What's the guidance for number 5 in what's going on for her or him? Hey, honey. I just typically read for queens. My men don't show up as much in the comments, so y'all don't be representing, so I be talking to my queens a lot. But the men have grown from like 1% to 3. So if you're my dude out there, hey. If you're my queen, hey. May I please have guidance for this season? It's 2:21 right now. I want to see it turn to 2:22. I'm probably going to miss it and look at it at 23. Otter Spirit, you are never alone. I'm going to put that back. It came out in reverse, but guidance for 5 for this money season. The spirit animal who can assist you. Ooh, hey baby, I'm sorry. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll take it. Ant Spirit in protection, and Groundhog Spirit at the top saying time to let go. Time to move on. So I feel like that's a message for those of you. Man, it's still 2:21 B. For those of you who aren't afraid to step into the multitude of possibilities for you. So we have 1, 2, 1. And Spirit, time to collaborate. Hey, 222, I just seen you change, baby. Welcome. So, Ant Spirit says, do you really believe that you have to do everything yourself? Okay, here's another aspect of these offers. Do you believe that somehow any help you get will be disappointing or not good enough? Perhaps it's time to address your issues of control and bias toward the negative. Maybe I was picking up on you in the moroseness. It doesn't matter where or why you came to be pessimistic or mistrustful. The fact that Ant Spirit is showing up now is a sign that you have an opportunity to heal and to relearn to trust that others will show up for you in a genuine way. Ant Spirit wants you to remember that your expectations and limiting beliefs are a vibrational offering that draws in the opposite of what you desire. Spirit wants to help you and will send collaborative partners your way. It's time to see the universe as conscious and connected, loving and helpful, but you must participate in this activity of co-creation. Okay, come through. Creating reality is not just about dreaming. If you are feeling orphaned from community, reach out and communicate. If you feel vulnerable, know that being present in your vulnerability can help you draw in someone who wants to assist you. trust in your partnership with spirit, and your outer conditions will start to reflect that. Then you will see the miracles waiting for you, including partners who appear ready to lend a hand. So the funny thing about this is otter spirit came out in the protection too, and otter spirit talks about people as well, and having help. So if with all these offers you're afraid you won't have help, if it's finding a babysitter, or if it's finding a partner, finding someone to help carry the weight of the new opportunities coming your way in your business or your partnership or your project or whatever it may be, time to collaborate, time to collaborate, to find someone who's willing to lend a hand. And also implement structures, okay, that are going to enhance your collaboration. This is, I like paperwork. I like contracts. I like saying, hey, can we hash out what your responsibilities are and what my responsibilities are? Yes, we're friends. Yes, we're this, but can we have it down on paper so that we both know what's good? That really mitigates a lot of drama in the future with someone you're working with, especially if it's someone that you know intimately, okay? Or just a period. So best of luck with this, babe. I wish you everything. Hope you dance. And remember, everything you do is magic, okay? I got the magic in me. Everything I touch, turns into gold. I don't even know how that goes. I got the magic, magic, magic. A magic, magic, magic. Look at you. Ooh, I got the magic in me. Look, you got magic, baby. You got the magic Midas touch, so, get some help if you need to. Au revoir. Hey, number one, honey. How are you? Welcome to your reading. Blah. Sometimes I listen to my readings back because I'm a perfectionist, and then I feel really embarrassed by some of the things that I say. So I appreciate you sticking around. If you're an OG, if you're new to my channel, hi. If you're gonna subscribe, just check out the rest of my videos. See if you're down with the cause, and then you can subscribe and be like, all right, shit, I'm down with the cause. And when you do, let me know, because then I can welcome you. And also, don't forget to check out the community tab, because I be posting dumb stuff. All right. I'm gonna ask the first question about the season of money that's coming your way. And the second question I'm going to ask is guidance, for how to go about handling that season, all right? Either this is a season that's upon you, or this is a season that's coming. Seasons happen like a bell curve. They sneak up slowly, and they climb, and it's only when you're at like the top upper echelon of the bell curve that you can feel like, oh, I'm here, but it's like, nah, bitch, you've been there for a while. Like, you've been climbing, okay? So, let's see what money season is upon you right now. What money season is coming towards you. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, thank you. What money season is headed for one? That's a lot of money seasons, B. Alright, thanks, babes. I appreciate that. Taste. Ooh, oh. A season of indulgence. A season of unabashed luxuriating. A season of trying. A season of action. A season of savor. A season of taste, B. Perhaps you've been working, and now it's time to, maybe you are in the upper echelon of that, experience of this money season, and you're now beginning to see the fruits of your labor and tasting them and feeling them. Or perhaps this is for you to feel, to experience, to taste, to indulge, to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Or to do something even forbidden. Okay. Taste. I see that 10. I'm not ignoring that 10. Hence the upper echelon, the top tier. 101. Beginning and an ending. Ending and a beginning. The ending, I don't believe it's the ending of tasting. I feel like it's the beginning of tasting. I feel like 10 is saying you've toiled and now it's time to taste. Now it's time to be in the essence, not just, metaphysically or psychologically or whatever, but to really start acting as if, to start acting like you have the season of money that you want in your world right now. This is you dressing the part. This is you looking the part, you smelling the part, you walking the part, you eating the part, you being you. If I was to lick you, so I'm so awkward. But if I was to lick you, I would taste the money season on you. You'd taste like money, like you would taste like success or whatever this season, the thing you're looking for is. Okay. I was about to say you taste like Kim Kardashian, but let's not go there. That's Kanye's job. All right, so yeah, taste of forbidden fruits, tempting situations or proposals. I feel like you're trying things. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're someone who is attempting entrepreneurship, you are now attempting entrepreneurship. This is you starting to do that thing. This is you walking in that path. This is you feeling things out. This is you doing applications. This is you interviewing people. This is you watching people in your field and tasting it to that degree. For others of you, it's you've been in this game for a while and now you're beginning to see the fruits of your labor. You're beginning to taste what it feels like, what you've been working for. In tarot, there's the Seven of Pentacles. This man who's growing fucking money. If money doesn't grow on trees, my ass. Have you seen tarot? I really want the So Below deck. Oh, fuck my life. Like, I really want that deck because I believe in the Seven of Pentacles, that card, she's picking fruit, and I love it. I cannot wait to have that deck finally. But I feel like this is that sort of essence where, like, you are licking them pentacles. You are tasting the fruits of your labor. And for some of you, you're tasting, you're trying things out. You're taking little, they're not even leaps of faith, really. I mean, I guess so. But leaps of faith is a fucking leap. Like, you're peeking through. You're being like, hey, peekaboo, let me peek at you and eat it. I don't know. But it's good. This feels good and light. It's a season. Yeah, that's nice. It's a season of almost freedom. It feels free, and I don't mean really. I mean freedom as in like when you're like feeling light. Yeah, feeling light. This is nice. Playful, instinctive, free from mistrust and feelings of guilt. Right. Mm-hmm. I do feel like this is someone who has entered into a sense of freedom, like uninhibited. Yeah. Let me see. These are love cards, and I seem to have a knack for reading love cards and not love. More on that. Uh, yeah, I really just feel like you are in a season of trying things out. Like you're done sort of sitting on the sidelines of watching the watching the fruits of your labor. Like you're spending some money. For some of you, you will be spending more money. You will be feeling a lot more settled in who you are and where you're at with your money, and you will be spending more to luxuriate in, to feed you, to self-care for you. um, and that's, I like that. That's actually nice, because as an entrepreneur, sometimes we, in my language, we call it memengela. We you get so stingy. You get so stingy with your money. You'll spend it on everything, your business, your this and that. Like I would spend my money on food for my friends or for myself, because I get hungry. Girls gotta eat. Um, I would spend it on, my getting my hair right, because if my hair is taken care of, then I can just be lazy with my hair. I can get up and go. It helps. It's a freedom thing for me. But it's hard for me to spend money on myself, buying myself some new shoes, unless like I'm pretty minimalist, really, in terms of like well, let me not even go into that. But it's you spending some money on yourself, not just your business. It's you paying yourself first, but not even paying yourself first. It's like you actually treating yourself, not paying, but like you saying, you know what? I've seen these paintbrushes online and I'm gonna get them. I've seen this DVD, like I saw this trinket online and I think I want it. I think I'm gonna get it for myself. Um, it's you treating yourself a little bit more, and I think that's good. That puts you in a good light energy for even attracting more money. I have a video on attraction. If you look through the videos, it's a painting time lapse where I entice you with a painting, but through it, I'm dropping some major membership type wisdom on attraction. It's simple, but it's very effective. And this lightness that you're doing and spending for yourself, where you've been hoarding and denying yourself, is helping you step into the more of attraction. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. We're gonna see what your guidance is. And for those of you who are testing, for those of you who are tasting, for those of you who are trying new things, we're stepping out of your comfort zone and tiptoeing out and prancing out and saying, you know what, life is short. I'm going to try my hand at this. I'm going to try my hand at that. This is that season, that money season that's coming towards you. And I think it could actually be quite abundant for you. It could serve you in a certain way where you're like, ooh, am I really allowed to make money here? Am I really allowed to receive this money here? And yeah, you are. Okay, but let's see. This is just a season of money that's coming towards you. Let's see what your guidance is, given that. Blood, can you blood? Hey, blood, can you? May I please have some guidance for how one can handle this money season, please? I'm still singing Every Little Thing She Does Is Magic in my mind. Thanks. May I please have guidance, please, for number ones during this season? A spirit animal that can guide them through the season. Spirit animal wisdom that can guide them through the season. I know, spirit animals. It's so strange. Thanks to Gloria for getting this for me and for the channel. I love Colette's decks, and I told myself if Colette ever did an animal deck, that would be the one I would get. And lo and behold, 2 days later, Colette was like, I'm doing an animal deck. And I'm like, the fuck? And it's now in my possession, and I'm ever so grateful. I'm not a huge animal person. Like, I like animals like as much as the next person, but I'm more of a people person. I love animals. Animals love me. Ain't no beef there, but I don't like connect in that sort of way with animal spirits or stuff except my own. So this deck has been very interesting, but honestly, every deck, getting to know it for the most part, is pretty interesting. But now I feel like I don't know, I feel like we had a really fun, I don't know, I feel so different now. It takes time, truly, for the decks and I to integrate. So I don't know, it's feeling like You know when you go on a date with somebody and you weren't expecting it to be anything, but like it is, and you're like looking at each other like, who are you? Where did you come from? Like, oh my god. You know those butterflies and those like fuzzies and like, you know, it's mutual? That's how this deck and I are feeling now, and it's beautiful. Guidance for number 1, please, in this money season. Thanks. I cannot wait for her goddess deck. Like, that's, ugh. Oh, Colette, I'm just going to fund her life. Come through, we have 2. Alright, so we have Dragonfly Spirit in the Protection and Electric Eel Spirit. Bring your ideas to life. So we have 22 and 24. Interesting. We'll wonder what 23 is. I don't know. Do I care? I guess I do care. Every time I look, turns into gold. I got the magic, magic, magic. My magic, magic, magic. My magic, magic, magic. Eagle Spirit. That's the flying. Awesome. Okay. So Dragonfly Spirit. And I didn't show the previous cards this, but I want to show you how beautiful these decks are. Aren't they gorgeous? I mean, this black and white does not do them justice, but we gonna stick with it. Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. Interesting. And Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Okay, so your guidance here. Truth transcends illusion, and this was on top, I believe. I believe Dragon Spirit was first and foremost, was it? I don't remember. But they were sort of doing a cover-up game for each other. And bring your ideas to life. So, let's see. Let's see what they say. God, this is going to be a lot of reading. Colette did not spare any words with these. Oh boy. Oh, good. Alright. Alright. Dragonfly Spirit. Dragonfly Spirit message to you was, did you really think this world of senses is all there is? Oh! Ooh, bitch, taste. Oh, shit. From the hidden mystical realms, signs are being sent to you. But perhaps you have received separation. You have perceived separation and convinced yourself that you are on your own. I get excited sometimes. Have you fallen into spiritual amnesia and forgotten your connection to a living, loving, always supportive universe? If so, rub the sleep out of your eyes, for Dragonfly Spirit is here to remind you of all the love and support available to you in every moment. There is an organizing principle underlying the events you have experienced, and Dragonfly Spirit can help you see it, and trust that Spirit has your back. Let go of the illusion of chaos and randomness. Love is here. So follow the signs that appear serendipitously. As you pay attention to the magic all around you, you will know you're on the right track. I got the magic in me. The electric slide, the electric eel, the message to you here is, what a random animal. It's so random. Seemingly out of nowhere, the jolt of Electric Eel Spirit appears to awaken to you a big idea that you are meant to explore. Come through. Epiphanies and aha moments are gifted to you right now. So celebrate! Your life has the potential for profound transformation. Inspiration arises in you, electrifying you so that you can't wait to get started bringing your idea to life. The revelations you experience now are meant to set you on a new path. so don't be afraid to act. Explore, examine, and do not fear the change that may come. For Spirit wants to shower you with love, success, and abundance that you hope to experience. Now is a thrilling time of epiphanies, inspired ideas, and innovation. This is a wondrous sign for you today, and it really does seem like it is here with this taste. So do it. Okay, I hope this helps you. Keep your light on. Good luck. If you'd like, to know what else, check the description box for the needs that you need. Okay, and if you do subscribe, or you are subscribed, hi, I appreciate you being here, truly. Check out the community tab, because I post updates and announcements on there, so, and just some cute funnies that I find funny anyway. So I'll see you on the flippity flip, okay? Alright. Keep your light on, babe. Good luck. Hola, número 4. Hola, número 14. That's 14. Hey, honey, how are you? 2:44 is the time right now. It's an hour and 1 minute now. Babe, here's what we're gonna do, okay? This reading, it got a lot more in depth than I thought it would. I don't know why I punk myself like this. I feel like I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna do a little quickie, and then it winds up being, the exact opposite of that. So, this is about money. What season of money, what season of finances is coming towards you? And your guidance for that. Okay. Okay. I don't know which celebrities I'd want to be friends with, just to, like, punk around with. I feel like, I don't know if I want to be friends with Cardi B, or if I'd like to, like, be, I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking for Cardi B to be friends with me, or if I want friends who like Cardi B so that she's, like, our inside joke. You know what I'm saying? Alright, your cards spilled everywhere. I'm trying to get a reading for you here. Yeah. I'm proud of Cardi B. She is who she is, you know. She don't put on no airs. I wonder what she has to do with your reading. Oh, I'm sure I'll find a reason. The financial season, she had a come up, but she was working hard. She don't dance. She makes money moves. That's right. She don't gotta dance. She makes money moves. Are you making money moves? Is this a season of money moves coming your way, number 4? I really like number 4. It's a good number. I typically end with you. I'll never, like, start with number 4. It's so weird. Alright. Money season. It's coming upon you, or that is upon you. It's coming towards you, or that is upon number 4, please. I mean, look at how tiny this is. Like, how does one shuffle this? This is like, I mean, how? It's just not working for me. But somehow it does. I mean, look at that. Okay. Like, who's playing this? We have 14 at the bottom. Jugar, play. At the top we have, oh, passion. Interesting. Whenever I flip these, they don't want to be flipped. Okay, so. Look at this combo breaker. Passion, passione, passion, passion, Leidenschaft. This is a man and a woman in a car sharing a cherry. I don't know how the logistics work on that. I like his lipstick though. Oh, you know, he or she's lipstick, because he's got some real good mascara on as well. He's working it. They are working it. These two. They're doing the thing. I can't even get my eye makeup looking that slayed. Oh, and her tatas are up. Whoops. Number 4. The money season coming upon you is I don't want to read this like the way I read other passions, but maybe a little lackluster, kind of urbane, low key. Okay. Yeah. Something urbane, something low key. Let's see. I feel like when it comes to making money moves, they may be still in silent. I don't want to. Okay, I feel like if you're feeling. Okay, this is so odd, and you take this for what it's worth, okay? You know yourself better than anybody. Even this pick a card reading. I feel like if you get a jolt of, oh, I gotta get in this. I gotta, it doesn't mean it's I would just say temper it. Take a day, take an hour to get yourself in a more neutral position, in a less heightened position, before you make the money move. So this is if you're entering into a season where, let's say, you do have some money coming your way, okay, and you are maybe in an abundance of money and you want to spend this and spend that and buy this and buy that, and ooh, we need this, and I would say kind of temper it. Put yourself on a personal budget. If you have been on a personal budget already, I would still say if the season is coming upon you, try to be a little bit more discerning about the money moves that you make. I wouldn't actually say give up on any sources of income radically, but at the same time, if you do, I think it's fine, right? Like, it is what it is if you've done it already. This actually tells me a story of this deck. If you feel a certain boom towards something, it doesn't necessarily, okay, 2 things. Oh, cool, hummingbird. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not for you. So what I'm saying is, like, if you get a burst of va va boom, poof, I need this, I want this is the idea for me, this is it, I gotta do it, $1 million idea, I gotta do it. What I'm saying is, don't. What I'm saying is chill out a little bit, get grounded, think about it first, or, be in a not so high place before you make that move, okay? Like, be in a more sedated state and be like, okay, I guess I'll do it. Just so you're not getting caught up by hoopla. However, it's also an initial kind of hit of, like, anything that's kind of like too rah may not be for you also, but if it is for you, I'd say just take a second, take a breath, get grounded, and then make the move. And this reminds me of this deck, because this deck and I, so I met this deck. I was looking for a deck. I'm still looking for a deck. There's like a deck out there. I think there's like a couple decks out there that like want me or calling me. And I'm trying to figure out who they are. I know the So Below deck is one, and the Ina Segal deck is one. I need to like find that deck. I need it. But I saw this deck. It's totally random. And I was like, I'll come back later. I stalked this deck for 3 days. I kept going to the store every single day. I think there was even a day when I went to the store twice, just to see if the deck was still there. I prayed on it. I even maybe pulled some cards on it. Like, it was that big of a deal for me. And I was putting so much effort in the deck. The thing about this deck was, when I first was getting an inkling for it, number one, there were very few options, okay? So choosing out of scarcity. Um, and I didn't know what my guidance necessarily was regarding it. It was like yes, but no, and I was like, what? And I pulled this deck out itself, shuffled with it, which that's how it got me really. Shuffled with it, and it was like, it was teasing me, and I was like, you bitch. So anyway, I flirted with it. Listen to the story, because this is something how this there's a couple different things that I'm expressing here. The season that's coming towards you may be one that you may be aware that certain moves that you're about to make may be coming from a sense of lack, a sense of scarcity, a sense of, ooh, I must get this because this is the only one here, and therefore that makes it valuable. Is it really valuable to you, though? Just because it's one of two options, just because it's the only thing that's left, doesn't mean that you have to have it, right? We have these, things in us, but does that mean that that's something that you need to have right now? So for me, day one, that was where I was at. It's like, you know what? Scarcity, I'm not going to get it. And other types of scarcity were at play. A whole bunch of stuff was at play for me. And I was like, you know what? No. Went back home, shuffled, did some deck pulls. Is that deck right for me? Blah, 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 blah. Give it a day. Did some research, da, 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 whatever. Day two, I go back to the store. The deck is still there. Played with it a little bit. Read it a little bit more. Okay, so this is me continuously flirting with the same idea, but kind of thinking about it, trying to tamper myself, trying to really think from different perspectives and saying, why am I not getting this deck? Why do I keep getting pulled towards this deck? What are my reasons for not getting this deck? If I found this deck missing, would this no longer be? So whatever kind of things are coming your way as it relates to money, it seems to me that ultimately, obviously, I bought the deck. But it wasn't from a place of scarcity. It was from a place of feeling the passion for it, but it wasn't the passion that I was expecting. So sometimes, while sometimes the decisions that we make when we're feeling completely overjoyed are okay and great, sometimes we expect to feel that feeling of overwhelm, of over extreme joy and passion for something, when really that still small voice of maybe, consider this deck. And that still small voice keeps us going back to something. And then the passion comes later. Now I definitely feel the passion for this deck. So what I'm basically saying is the season that you're coming in to, that's coming towards you, that's upon you, may be something that is lackluster, maybe something that is quite mundane, but in that mundanity is what's the word? I don't want to say is passion. Is, I suppose, passion, but not in a I'm gonna put my tatas out underneath a cherry tree in a car with this man who has beat eyebrows and beautiful, eye makeup. Like, not that type of reckless, abandoned passion, but that passion where, you wake up every morning to go to the gym and do this thing. It's not something that you rejoice in. It's not something that you post, radically about. It's just something that you innately do. It's something that you mundanely do. Something where there's beauty in the simple. There's an intense amount of passion in the simple. There's an intense amount of passion in acquiring a skill, and getting better at something, and doing the mundane, doing the repetitive actions. So here, I feel like you may be doing the mundanities, and that's how your money may come to you. You may be doing the things that you are passionate about, but the not so glamorous parts of it. So that could be something for you more pragmatic, as opposed to, playing in the airy fairies. And please don't ever comment that. That will hurt my feelings. But if you look at this on the ground in the 3D, this is doing the paying attention to the details. This is filing the paperwork. This is, continuously embracing your skill. This isn't the glamour of your craft or your job, but it's the clocking ins, it's the sitting downs and reading the latest book on, you know, the discovery of your field or whatever. The simple stuff that's not seemingly glamorous, but you may enjoy, or that actually does help you. Okay, so yeah. That's what I'm getting with this passion here. Thanks, buddy. And I like that because it's long, it's continuous and endures. That's what I like saying. It's a passion that continues and endures, like I just said. That still small passion, because when you feel that boom, va va boom, when people no longer feel that, they think something's missing. When really things have just normalized to a normal way of being. We can't always be, I mean, unless you're me, you can't always be high, 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 high. Sometimes, you know, people confuse low with, you know, medium. Low with the baseline. And that's, you know, that's not it. Like when people say, oh, we've lost the passion in our marriage. It's like, you're used to like this, like the upper part of things, but like really that stagnant, not stagnant, it's like that there's the difference between we've lost it and you're like below zero and you're at like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like there's normal, there's below normal, and then there's above normal. And having above normal all the time isn't, I mean, fuck, even for myself, when I need sleep, I need to rest. Like everybody needs a normal and to be friends with their normal. Expecting too much and wanting passion all the time and excitement all the time is not a bad thing, but this to me is a message about enjoying the simplicities of life. So the season that's coming upon you, it may not be a season that is incredibly radical, but it's one that is just basic in the best way, to be honest. Here's your guidance for you. That's what I'm shuffling in the background. Guidance on how to handle this financial space for number 4, please. Grazie, grazie, grazie. Thank you. Oh, come on. Really? 2 cards? Y'all wildin'. Oh, 3 cards. That's great. Look at that. 4 cards. So, babes, you got all these cards in protection. You got Antelope Spirit in protection. You got Cat Spirit in protection. And you have Chameleon Spirit in protection. Now, what I want to show you here is how beautiful this deck is, because Colette was not playing. Do you see this? I mean, this black and white that I'm doing here, this noir, is not helping any. Okay? But you've got Antelope Spirit, Cat Spirit, and Chameleon Spirit in protection. So let's get into it. All working together. These are grounded animals, except this guy does go to new heights. So does this guy, really. Kitties. Kitty catties. Kitty cat. Alright, let's get it. I'm gonna read Cat Spirit first. I never really read Cat Spirit before. I'm not really done bonding with this deck at all, but it wanted to play with you guys, and I'm just like, why? You're not supposed to be here. You're just for me. And it's like, no, I'm going to play with them. Okay. So, Cat Spirit says this may be... Oh, wait. Cat Spirit is 13 and this is 14. How did I miss that? Okay. Catspirit says this may be the time you are facing some unpredictable situations. Are you hesitant to take a risk? Too cautious to jump into something new because you fear you can't trust yourself? Catspirit is saying go for it because you will land on your feet. If nothing seems to be going according to plan, there is no reason to worry. Catspirit loves to mix it up, and these seeming upsets will actually bring you some wondrous and unexpected opportunities. Get ready to pounce, as you may be called to jump into something new at a moment's notice. At this time, your instincts are keen and your intuition is sharp. Remember, even a temporary failure can lead to spectacular success. So embrace the adventure. You are sure-footed and can trust yourself. Chameleon Spirit, who is maybe the most sure-footed creature ever, is being sensitive and having empathy for others can become a heavy burden if you don't practice self-care. Could it be you're feeling stressed because you've tuned in to challenging emotions that aren't even yours? Sorry, that's funny. Alright, yeah, Chameleon Spirit does not want you to adapt to these conditions by withdrawing or distracting yourself, hoping the feelings will just go away, or attempting to rescue another who may be having a pity party. You can be swallowed up trying to manage it all. It's time to figure out where you end and the rest of the world begins. Not all conditions are yours to match. You need to distinguish your own color from the rest of the world right now and take time out to soothe your sensitive soul. Choose some activities that will restore your sense of being grounded and avoid people who revel in drama. Take a break from social media too. Self-care and a timeout is the answer to this temporary dilemma. The mundane, B. The mundane to keep you sure-footed. Do you feel how fast the world is changing? Like everything is moving at warp speed? I'm now reading Antelope. It's hard to control desired outcomes or set fixed goals because by the time you get there, you will actually have moved beyond it. Now is the time to let go and enjoy the exhilarating ride as intentions you have set in motion in the past are coming into form with lightning speed. Your job is to stay the course even if the pace feels dizzying. You may find you will change your mind a half a dozen times or more as you improve your offerings, and that's just fine. Make peace with the pace, for if you ride this quickening energy, you will solve challenges quickly and effortlessly instead of being bogged down. The best way to use this energy is to let go of worry and stay mindfully present as you continue to take action. Also, if something is going to be in your best interest, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope will quickly remove it so you can move forward. Oh, if something is not going to be in your best interests, no matter how badly you want it, Antelope will quickly remove it so you can move toward what is truly meant for you. If something is taken away, be grateful and keep moving. This is not time to sit still, but to breathe deeply as you move forward with velocity. My God. My God. That's a lot. So it seems like Chameleon Spirit is saying, take care of you. Claim your independence from Cat Spirit. Saying, not do things on your own, but don't be afraid to go branch out and do things on your own. And not on your own is like, no one can be there, no one will help me. No, but like, really you flexing that muscle. If you're used to doing things alone, don't approach it in that attitude. People don't owe you their interest. People don't owe you their support. They really don't. If you supported them and they're not supporting you, you chose to support them with that regardless of their support of you. And they get to choose how they get to choose. You get to choose how much more you want to deal with someone who doesn't support you. You can continue supporting them. Like, you get to decide what you want to do. With this season, it almost seems like a good season to prepare. Yeah. It does almost seem like a good season to prepare. To do the groundwork. To do the paperwork, to do the basic stuff. Because that's the season that's coming towards you. And it seems like you may want to not try to drag people along into doing it with you, but like you do the things because something may come along in the future that you'll be happy that you did the things that you needed to do. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. This is almost like a cover your ass type thing. Okay? It is almost like a cover your ass type thing. And the thing is, cats are fast, sure, but cats are a leisurely creature. Chameleons are also a leisurely creature. Antelope spirit is up in here trying to speed shit up. What I'm seeing here is antelope spirit dragging these two creatures behind it. I feel like something in the future is going to come along that you'll be happy that you took care of the things that you need to take care of. That you'll be happy you took care of the basic stuff. Does it bother you that there's all this space here and I'm like squeezed up here? I can't get my camera right. I don't mind it. I feel like Antelope Spirit is speeding you through, is like handling the momentum of this, handling the momentum of this, and you need to like do the things that you need to do and take advantage of the time that you're in, because you're moving into something quickly. So do the things that you need to do with the mundanity. Prepare yourself. Okay? Alrighty. I hope you're well. This is interesting. I will see you on the flippity flip. If you are new, you might want to check out the rest of the channel. See if you want to subscribe. Also, if you're returning, check out the community tab because I've been talking to you guys and it's been really fun just kind of bonding with you there. And asking you what you want, what you need. You get to deposit your energy deposits and things like that. So that's kind of cute for me anyway. And I like hearing from you and you can send me your love notes there. So, I appreciate you, and I hope you are well. Keep your light on, and good luck.